So many of you are always asking for some Graves content, and I found a Chinese video specifically showcasing their new skin and some Graves gameplay. And here we see some instant jungle clearing, not even wasting time to kill the small golems. What is the reason behind this? So for today we are going to find out what Graves jungle actually could potentially do on the Chinese server, and what the strength and weakness are. Look at the beautiful emote though, what? I want this, gimme. But yeah, he didn't waste the time to kill these little crocs, and he immediately dashes forward to kill the big raptor. So XP-wise, he obviously will be a little bit behind, because he didn't get these creeps. But will he still get level 3? Because I don't know. He actually still gains level 3. Okay, that's interesting. So he doesn't need to commit his time to getting that one, but will he get level 5 off Scuttle? Or he might be able to get it because his champion isn't as fast in a sense of jungle clearing, but what's very important to showcase here is the fact that he has fully stacked grid passive, 8 armor stacks. Now he's using the blue buff as a target to maintain the stacks and goes for a quick little scuttle, and he probably hopes that the enemy jungle comes by so he can go for some fighting here. Because it's really helpful to have this armor. He uses the second ability to extend the armor stacks, telling his team to do whatever, because on a Chinese server you can actually chat with your team and maybe give some information away about the jungle, whereas on the European or the global servers you really can't do this. But look at the nice skin, like it's so flashy. Nice little extra, like he saves a few seconds for the jungle clear because he pulls the blue buff over and lets his first ability executed. But will he hit level 5? I don't think he hits it. I think he gets reasonably close though. Yeah, it's very close. So there's only like a slight difference in a sense of not clearing these two. You don't get level 5, even though you clear relatively slowly. And obviously, you do not get another longsword. But still, it's a very interesting idea. And look at this nice walking animation. But it makes sense because you would spend so much time clearing these little crocs here. So it doesn't really matter, and obviously because it's the second spawn of the crocs, they will despawn anyway. He goes for an active play here. He hides. Ooh, he instantly taps the enemy backline, and now he runs after them. The Lux, he flashes the binding. What a nice play. And he's ridiculously fed right now. He got 3 kills. He will push out the lane here to just make sure the AD carry can go base. He'll just help him really quickly, and now he'll resume the jungle clear. He can also debate on going base relatively early now to maybe look for an invade, but he doesn't have flash and ultimate, so it's probably a too high risk play. So probably see him clear his bot side, and then he might recall unless something. What was this flash by Varus on the screen? We see the Aatrox. Aatrox now flashes onto the Varus. Oh, no signal. Uh-oh. He got an Elgato moment. Oh no. I'll let this play. Oh no. Oh, he's back at it again. Okay, nothing happened. Okay, we saw the Aatrox, and the Aatrox is still ganking. He's still bloodthirsty. Again, a solo kill. The Darius kills the Fiora, however that's even possible. Must have been a massive misplay, but the Graves is still really, really powerful. Graves has 2 components. He has level, he has everything he needs. The only thing that could potentially happen to him, he might get one-tapped. That is the issue. If he gets hit by a Syndra stun or a Darius pull into an Aatrox knockup, he might just die on the spot. He really wants to have the passive stacks if he wants to fight against the Aatrox. And with this, things get relatively easy. He doesn't go for any proactive play right now because it's too much of a risk. He rather wants to clear his own jungle, probably get the full item spike, a recall, and then it depends on what he believes is the play. He's spotting the Aatrox here. He's catching. Oh no, Varus, brother, man. Ah, you really hate to see it. And now he's just waiting for a counter gank opportunity. The Aatrox is close to a wall. If the Aatrox doesn't hop the wall immediately, he might have been one-tapped by the first ability of Graves, which is instantly detonated once you just throw it into a wall. With the play being as it is right now, if the Darius denies this reset, he won't be on time for the objective. And right now he has a very big spike. He has the Duskblade, so he really wants to force a fight. He wants to snowball, and he needs to secure this Herald to make sure he has enough gold or sufficient gold to take over the game. Because as soon as he hits small items, like getting free, he will one-tap the entirety of the enemy team. And that is basically Graves' win condition. Get towards 3 items as fast as possible, and then win. Because with Proto Belt and your overall mobility with your third ability, and the burst combination of your first ability and ultimate, you tap people so fast that they can barely even react to it. The Darius, which has a nice skin, is probably very much dead here. Oh, he thought that he would juke, but he just didn't care. He just gets the healing off, but will he auto-attack? Oh no! It's a tragedy! And all because he used his first ability rather than just straight up walking. Because in technicality, there was no reason for the Graves to use any spell on that brush, because he could have simply walked further and wait. Because there was no pressure. And by pressure, I mean, when somebody walks up, the pressure is created because the enemy, like for example, the Darius had to escape. So he thought that the Darius would maybe wait there to turn on the Graves because he knew he was dead. But given this mind game, the Darius just kept on walking straight, or maybe he was even oblivious, you never know, and therefore survived. So to avoid this, the Graves had no reason, like there was no force on this planet that forced him to do this play, because if he does it and fails, the Darius might get away, but if he just doesn't do it, the Darius can't get away. Like, oh, again, a Varus ult misses. Oh no, he might turn on... Oh my god, if the Darius hits that first ability and the stack is applied, he might have just died. The Varus might have just died. Beautiful pink wall by Desire, preparing or allowing the Graves to go past here, dashing the wall, going behind the tower, cutting off the escape path of the Ezreal, flashes away and gets exhausted. Ooh. Oh no. This was a very nice play by Deluxe. Deluxe made a very nice play by coming from the side out of 4-4 rather than coming from lane. Because as you see, like, the Graves did basically the same. He dashed around over the wall to come from 4-4 and then punish the enemy by having no vision. Now the Aatrox is in this jungle, so much damage. As you see, the Graves stacks aren't really that high right now, and he has to escape, and if he just jumps the wall, he just gets immediately killed. Plated steel caps really kill the damage of this champion. Like, if you're investing into lethality early game, plated steel caps are very much your nightmare, and Graves really has to scale. He has to get towards these crit items, and then his auto attacks really deal a lot of damage. Right now, if the Aatrox even goes as far as to grabbing up a Death Stance, the Varus missed again. Come on, Varus, hit at least once. Big damage by the Syndra onto the Graves, and the Graves secures the kill quickly here. The Graves will now go, or try to go for a reset, while the Aatrox is going in for a play. He has to really be careful to not get hit by a big spell, because if he happens to get hit, it's just immediate death for him. On the bright side, you see that the Graves has decent sustain in the jungle. Quickly clearing up the jungle again because there's no play available on the map. His Fiora died again. Like, this game is really going out of control and he has to somehow get it back. He sadly made a few mistakes so far, which really impact this game in a negative sense, because he had all the gold and he needs to carry because this team is in a desperate situation. As we see the Caitlyn build, I honestly don't know why the Caitlyn is doing this. Like, I need somebody to explain to me how this makes sense mathematically. In what world does it more damage than any other build? So you math demons that whip out the calculator, let me know. The Syndra is now overextending in the mid lane, but he can't really reach because the Syndra can just push him back. And the Darius goes in for a very risky play here. He pops the Ghost, if I'm not mistaken, and runs at them, but simply doesn't take enough damage because the Graves hasn't scaled yet. Unless the Graves hits you, like the Graves right now can only realistically kill you if he encounters you in front of a wall where he can just shotgun you with his first ability into an instant proc, auto-attack reset, because his third ability is an auto-attack reset, and his ultimate ability. If he just walks after you, as of this point, he is not strong enough to do so. He might be able to kill the Lux, or like any of the squishy champions, but none of the bruisers yet. A big collapse onto the Fiora. The Varus hits an ultimate, finally. It's a very nice setup. They're all clumped together. He gets a free kill. Oh no, the Caitlyn gets the kill. And then another kill for the Caitlyn. The Ezreal comes from the side. He just turns around and the Ezreal flashes away again. Flashes after them. The Lux misses the... No, wait, she hits the binding? Excuse me? And the lifesteal just carried this fight. He now wants to hop the wall and hope for, like, to catch a lazy recall. And he actually catches the Lux slacking. Does the Lux have enough damage? He turns around to get some extra healing and reset on his third ability. The Lux is now in front of the wall and therefore is certain death. Like in a fight, talking about the decision making, he turns around to hit the Krugs to get a refund on his third ability, as well as to extend the third ability's armor bonus. Even though it's not really relevant against the Lux, it's just nice to have, even like Lux still does auto attack damage. And on top of this, he wants to get some extra healing from the lifesteal he has. So he's just being very efficient in what he's doing and makes sure that he just isn't, caught slacking and unable to move. He's also investing into a mortal reminder now, given the enemy team's healing. The Aatrox has a lot of healing, the Darius has a lot of conditional healing, and they're also stacking the armor boots. With this, it gets a little bit easier. And now with 50% crit, he's finally starting to deal some big damage. And with the next item, once he has this, it's going to be an absolute festival, an adventure in WildRift. Again, as we see many junglers do, if there's downtime, quickly dip into the side lane while your team is playing ARAM and nobody can side lane, because none of the other champions you have, like Varus, because he's damaged, not tank Varus, Zara, Caitlyn, none of these can side lane without being picked, but the Graves can quickly dip into the side lane and one-tap it. Now he's looking for the Black Cleaver, because there's a unique interaction, in case you didn't know. Black Cleaver applies armor shred when you hit enemy with physical damage. Now, since Graves is shooting multiple pellets per auto attack, he applies multiple stacks at the same time. Which means that the enemy champions that are now relatively tanky have such little armor against him, because keep in mind, he has lethality, he has percentage armor pen through the item, and he'll get another source of percentage armor pen with Black Cleaver, while also gaining movement speed, and of course life and high AD. Did you just see what he did to the Aatrox? That's the power of critting now. No, he has to wait. He just got put into jail for a few seconds because he can't hop the wall. Using the second ability to deny the vision of Lux just in case she wants to laser it. Hopping the wall, didn't even need to smite, now looks for the Lux again. The Lux is overextended, he just quickly clears the camp and then looks for the Lux that he can't hide. Did you see that? Nearly 1000 with an auto attack. That is what I mean. Like, if Graves gets into the later stages of the game, he does so much damage, but he also die as fast, like equally as fast. Yeah, flash onto the Syndra, wasn't even a crit by the way, and he cleans. He just cleans up, nice flash into this, and an immediate kill, and that is just, that spells FF for the enemy team. Yeah, there it is. Like, it's over now, they can't win anymore. And a nicely played game. A few mistakes here and there, or the enemy played very well around it, but still, very nice skin, very nice gameplay, and as per usual, leave this channel a like, subscribe to them, because the gameplay is amazing. I really love looking at these Chinese gameplays, and it just brings back the joy I had back when I started this game. It's just so nice to see, and I really hope more people watch this and maybe take some inspiration about how to clear your jungle, what, like, generally decision making and all of these things, and just stop autopiloting. It's really nice. And as per usual, thank you all for watching. If you enjoyed the video, leave a like and subscribe to the channel, and see you soon for more RiftGuides content.